Hey there, Lewis here, and I'd like to invite you to take part in the online Gypsy Jazz Swing 48 collaboration. All you've got to do is record yourself playing a solo over 2 choruses of the tune Swing 48 by Django Reinhardt and send it over to me, and that's about it. All of the details are in the description below, along with the backing track. Any questions, that you can get in touch with me via email and I can help out further. In this video, I'm going to be talking about everything Swing 48, including the chords, the melody, and an introduction to soloing. Let's jump right in. Now, the first part of learning this tune is going to be learning the chords. Now, all this song is a minor blues in the key of G, using some typical Gypsy jazz voicings. This first chord is a G minor 6. The second chord is a C minor, so we use a C minor 6. It's exactly the same chord, but on the 8th fret. Back down to G. Now for E flat 7 to D7, I keep the exact same shape. Just move my middle finger down a string. Okay. And then move it up to the 6th fret. So the root note is now on the A string. E flat 7, D7, G minor 6. Here's it with some nice La Pompe rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, a nice little bit of variation that I like to use is when I go to my C minor 6, I like to use this, which is a C minor 9, which has that really nice flavoursome sound. So there's G minor 6. All I'm doing is dropping my middle finger down onto C, and then I bring my first finger down there. Okay, so just drop that down a fret. And you get this C minor 9. It's a really nice chord. So you can go. Sounds really nice. E flat 7, D7. And that's the chords for Swing 48. Now let's have a look at the melody. The beauty of the melody to Swing 48 is how simple it is, but it's really, really effective and really great. Here is the melody. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Such a simple melody, and that is literally it all the way through for the melody. So just here it is with the tab really slowly. You'll notice that I like to use this augmented chord at the end, instead of just going to the 2nd fret, as that nice tension, which sounds really, really cool. So now you've learned the straightforward way of doing it. What you want to do as well is for that initial bit, play that in other positions, maybe on the E string, and on the A string. So when you're playing this and you're playing the melody, it's quite nice to change. Okay. Right. So it's quite a fun way to do that, but it's a really nice simple melody. Something else you can try, if you're playing with two guitarists that are playing the melody, you can harmonise the melody, which is quite nice. So if one person uses, the first one, this sounds quite nice. So that's on the G string 9 to 7. And then I finished there on the D string number 8. So together that sounds pretty nice as well. But it's a really, straightforward melody, and it's just really great. So now let's have a little look as an introduction to soloing over this tune. Now regarding soloing over this tune, I want to try and keep it as simple as possible and just give you a few ideas just to get you going. The two concepts I want to talk about is scales and enclosures. Just starting off with scales. Now remember, it's a blues, right? It's a minor blues, so don't be afraid of using your usual nice little bluesy ideas that you may have done in the past. If you haven't done that, maybe learn something like a blues scale, which is something a bit like this. Now, even though that's not Gypsy as such, there's nothing wrong with adding a few bluesy ideas over this minor blues, of course. Now, another scale that you might want to use that's going to work no problem is maybe something like a natural minor scale, which is something like this. That's going to spell out all the notes appropriately, and there's tons of ideas you could do over that. Right? That's just me using some of the notes from the scales. Finally, enclosures. Now, that's a really good way of spelling out the changes. So if you use that little shape, almost like a mini G minor bar chord, right? Now, if you pick the note, the first note, that's G, you can go a semitone down or up. That works. Right? And the same for any of these. Right? So I'm just using that shape and just going a note up or down. That sounds really Gypsy now, right? So when it goes to the C minor 9, you could use that shape maybe. So it's almost like a C minor bar chord, right? But just using that. Right? So simple. Over the that little turnaround. If you just think D7, we could use D7, right? Like a D7 chord. Right? I'm just thinking that shape and just going one up or down, as simple as that. Right? So there's 3 options using your bluesy ideas. Natural minor, or using enclosures. Okay, that's more than enough to get you soloing over this tune and playing a few ideas over those. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any further questions, feel free to leave a comment below or send me an email, or any questions about anything to do with the collaboration or any technical questions, always feel free to get in touch and I can help out with that, absolutely no problem. Until next time, thank you.